So that's most of my compost all dug out from about the last 6 months. I had enough to cover that bed with a good heavy mulch, and also that bed. That's Alan's tractor, you can hear. Don't worry about him, he's harmless. Anyway, you'll see that I haven't dug out every last little bit. There is a good few inches of compost still under there, but the point of leaving a lot of it behind is that it allows all of the what do they call it? All of the microbiomes, all of the fungus and all of the worms and all of the insects, all of the microbiodiversity. There's a word I'm missing here. I'm going to remember it later. That helps to fire it all up for next year. You've got everything you need there, ready for next time. I empty out the chickens and have a good mow, and we'll get that fired up again. I don't mean to bang on about compost, but at the end of the day, it is the absolute basis. It's everything you need to get started, or, you know, continue and maintain an established plot. I like the idea. A lot of people say look after the soil and you don't have to worry about your plants. I think there's a lot of truth in that. If you've got healthy soil, you don't have to deal with all the pests and diseases that plants grown on soil which has just been thrown down with quick acting chemical fertilizers and all the rest of it. It's a quick fix. It's not sustainable. Let's do it nature's way. Nature don't go around clearing up the rubbish. She dumps it all on the surface, lets it rot down. It keeps the weeds away. And with a little bit of intervention from us, we can just clear little spaces for the plants that we want. And compost is the key to it all. I wasn't going to do a video today. Look at him, what a cheat. He uses a tractor on their allotment. Anyway, I wasn't even going to bother filming up here today. There wasn't much to show, but it's the end of that little batch of compost. And compost is a story that I like to follow. I'm just going to pop over now. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go and pick up Twinkle, and I'm going to pop over to Bison Hill because it's a reasonably sunny day. It's not 100%, but I quite fancy see if we can get some good views from Bison Hill. So maybe see you in a bit. Come on, Twinkle, I know that's the door, but first, come on, look, ignore the door, come on, good girl, get your jumper on, give me a leg. Complaint, oh right, yeah, tickle your tummy time, is it? Yeah, tickle your tummy time. Yeah, not a bad day for a view at all. Late Sunday afternoon, getting towards evening. I just brought Twinkle up. Where's she gone? There she is. Brought her up to Bison Hill. It's a good place here for a walk for her because she can be off the lead. There's no roads around and it's away from the tourist track. There's the beacon, looking out there over Edlesborough Eaton Bray, Tottenham. Off behind the hill there you've got Dunstable, and that's Dunstable Downs where all the tourists are. So this little spot here, it's a little bit off the beaten track in a way. You don't get all the tourists and the visitor centres and the car parks. I can bring her here. Oh God, where's she gone? There she is. Bring her up here and she can have a nice little run around. It's not a bad day for a view. Got some really magnificent looking, let me just zoom out again. There we go. Some really amazing beech trees along this ridge at the top of the downs. And they've been fenced off for something. For some reason. I can see there's a lot of new planting going on as well. They've been putting in hawthorn. Not so much just here, but you can see all this fencing. They're protecting it from something. Now, that's not rabbits. Any rabbit can get through that. So you'd imagine it's deer. But this is so open. You don't get deer here. Okay, you've got this narrow little strip of trees along the top of the ridge. I've never seen a deer here, ever. They stick to the wooded land. But they've been planting along here. This is all, oh no, that's blackthorn. That's blackthorn as well, some young blackthorn. Now there's not a deer in the world that could do any damage to these great big beech trees. You can see just coming up here, look. There's lots of fresh planting, lots of new planting, which has actually got bark protectors around it. There you go, look. So they're thinking about the planting here, and they're protecting it from something. I'm just slightly struggling to imagine what. I'm going to have to imagine it's deer, I think, but I've never ever seen a deer here. Looks like it's a fair few decades since this one came down. Very little of it left. Gratuitous beacon shot. Sorry, I can't help it. Why don't you do something useful for once, Twinkle, and say hello to Bob? Bob always says hello to you. Bob942, I think he's all the way off in America. Say hello, Bob. Ah, fair enough.